What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Terrier Owner YouTube channel. Josh and Luna here to make you a quick video on this Memorial Day Sunday. If I can keep her hair off of me for about 2 seconds here. But today, guys, A, happy Memorial Day, and B, we want to cover the 4 things that I dislike the most about a Jack Russell Terrier, and then 5 things that I love the most about one. Kind of a pros and cons type video for you today, so let's dive into it now. And guys, as always, Luna here, and I love it whenever you guys give us a thumbs up on these videos. We also love it when you consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. Always be sure to check out terrierowner.com, which is the blog site for this YouTube channel, and hit those notification buttons so that you can be notified every Sunday at 11 a.m. when the newest video comes out. Otherwise, guys, I'm going to jump into the number 1 thing that I dislike about Jack Russells, which is also a common trait with all dogs, but you might be able to see it floating in the air right now. But the number 1 thing I dislike, guys, is shedding. The cleanup, the vacuuming nonstop, the clothes being covered in hair. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can't pet this dog without getting a clump full of hair. Shedding something you're going to deal with. We have other videos on this channel that you can look at if you're curious on how you can kind of fix it to the best of your abilities. Brushing is important, but I own 2 dogs, so I can't really complain too much, but shedding is definitely the number 1 thing that I dislike. And it is different with a Jack Russell, just to be clear, because with a smooth coat like Luna here, you get these tiny little, you can almost catch them, like the pin needle hairs. They're really hard to see at times unless you have a dark colored furniture, but it's not the same as some other sheddings with other dogs, so just be aware of that if you're getting ready to adopt soon. Guys, the number 2 thing is something that can be kind of a catch-22 because I love it at times as well, but with a Jack Russell Terrier, one of the behaviors you're going to get that you cannot control is endless energy. There's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it can be very annoying. I'm not saying that it's a deterrent from adopting the dog. I'm just saying that every human being has those days where they could use it brought down a few notches, where you could use a little bit of peace and quiet, where the energy doesn't need to be there. So number 2 with the Jack Russell is kind of their inability to chill compared to other dogs. I can get my big dog Graham to chill out way more frequently and with less stress than I can her. If we're up and moving around, you might as well let her be all over the place because that's what she wants to do, but that would be number 2 on my list, which is also really geared towards a Jack Russell. Now you want to be tired? Compared to other dogs. Okay, guys, number 3 on my cons list kind of goes back into that endless energy, which is I can't stand at times, again, it is a good trait from many angles, but when you don't give them the attention, sometimes the staring you down or the being connected to your foot can be also very annoying. It's part of their energy, it's part of their demeanor and their personality, but sometimes the pressure that puts on you mentally to interact with them or include them just from that blank stare down, I think you guys know what I'm talking about, it can be a little bit annoying at times. Most of the time it's great, and in all honesty, I struggled to find 4 things that I really disliked about this dog, so I had to include something. So that would come in at number 3 on my list. And at number 4, guys, is also very similar to the previous 2. It's their need to be not just on your lap, not just, pinned up against you, but basically all over you. Luna's been like that since she was born or since we adopted her. She can't just be, cuddled up by your feet if you're awake and doing something. She'd prefer to be sitting in your lap. She would prefer to be kind of army crawling her way up for, a kiss or a rest on your shoulder. They don't just want the attention, they want 105%. You guys get my point here yet with where I'm going with this? They don't just want a little attention and a little bit of cuddle time. If you're going to give it to them, you better go all the way, or they're not going to be as happy as they could be. And now, guys, instead of just pointing out 4 negatives, I wanted to give you 5 of my favorite things about Luna here and 5 of the biggest pros of owning a Jack Russell, which number 1 for me, guys, is just their overall connection with their family and their owners. This sums up a lot of their personality, but it's just how they are as a dog. It's their love for each member in their family, how they interact, their want to be around you, their want to participate in about every activity. So you could call it, you know, interaction with family members, owners, anything like that. Or you could just call it the love that this dog shows you if you also show it love. I mean, they reciprocate very well, and it's one of my favorite things about this dog breed. Number 2, guys, is basically one of the cons, but it is the snuggle factor. So that's what I mean whenever I tried to say that you're always walking a fine line when you have pet peeves about this dog and the things that you like, but the snuggle and cuddle factor of this dog is one of the best things about owning them. They're one of the best in the business at it for sure, or one of the best dog breeds in general at it. But, you know, if you're looking for that couch dog that wants to lay by you and that's always there, certainly the dog for you. That's what you're going to get from this dog. And, you know, on the days where it's not annoying, it's one of the best traits about them. They're awesome in that respect. They will sit with you all day with no complaints. You know, that's all they really need outside of the basics is you, and you have a happy dog. Guys, number 3 is something that kind of surprised me when I adopted this dog. I knew that they were smart. I knew that they had hunting capabilities. I knew that they were, you know, followers and that they wanted to be next to their owners, but her ability to learn on the fly. So I'm not just talking about the ability to learn from training. I'm talking about the intuition type learning where they just pick things up and they can read the room or they figure things out on their own. This dog is extremely good at that aspect of knowledge and intelligence. They may not be ranked number 1 on the list for if you're going to do like obedience training or the way you would train like a German Shepherd to be like a police dog. That's not what I'm talking about, but their ability to just pick things up without you having to formally train them is crazy with this dog. They're extremely smart. They pick up on things quickly, and it's one of the best things about owning this dog for sure. Number 4, guys, I really love about this dog, and it may be because I have a young child, but their protective side is not as bad as you would think, and they are very protective. But you do definitely get a guard dog out of a Jack Russell. They are going to protect you. They do have a personality that will come out and show towards people that they don't like or situations that they don't like. Of course, there's always the outliers where every Jack Russell might be, you know, friends with every dog and person they meet, but Luna here especially is very protective of the property line. She's very protective when people come up on the driveway. If you want a dog that's going to alert you at what's going on and keep you aware of your surroundings, this is definitely the dog that is capable of doing that, and they have no problem being vocal about it. So great dog from that aspect if that's what you're looking for. And then number 5, guys, about this dog sums up everything about their personality except for the love that we talked about in number 1, but just their overall attitude about everything is fantastic. You know, they do need the things that they need. They need exercise, they need a good diet, they need, you know, respect and love back towards them, but their ability to, you know, adjust on the fly or to make you as the owner happy or to just be a part of whatever you're doing is crazy with this dog. They just want to be around and they have a positive attitude, especially if you have a positive attitude. They're smart, right? They can sense what's going on with your behavior and your demeanor. But if you're looking for a dog that's just kind of, you know, with you till the end, it's got the attitude to, you know, be around and do whatever you feel like doing that day, this is a dog. That can go with exercise, it could go with outdoor recreational activities, it could be with, you know, just hanging out in the front yard. It doesn't really matter, but from every angle, this is a great dog when it comes to that. And of course, guys, I always encourage you as well to share what you think is the best about owning a Jack Russell. Share what you think is the worst about owning a Jack Russell. Make sure that people that are on the fence about it right now are getting a full dose of the truth and what they should prepare for so that they understand, you know, what's to come if they decide to adopt this dog. Again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Like we always say in these recent videos, this channel has grown so much and we're super happy about it. We always have these big intentions of doing, you know, switching up to some comedy style videos and things like that, but we always feel like we have so much information to share that we just haven't gotten around to it yet, but we will. So subscribe if you haven't, give us a thumbs up on the video because it helps us get seen by others on YouTube. Hit the notification buttons and be sure to check out terrierowner.com so that you can read all the useful blog posts in case you have other questions. Another thing, guys, is the descriptions always have all my recommended items for this dog. If you want to check that out below the video, be sure to do so. Otherwise, we will see you next Sunday at 11. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, and we will see you guys soon. Take care.